Okay, we're doing another review on a dirty ass car. Heading back to the fucking goddamn car wash. Well, on this episode we're reviewing a 2000 and, God, is it 14 again? 14 BMW 328 Xi all-wheel drive. We're heading back to the car wash because obviously, like I said, A, we can't get anything clean, and B, if we do, it's gonna get dirty as fuck anyway. So let's just head back over there and get her all washed up, ready to go and review the car. Okay, so let's go over a few features of the vehicle while we're getting ready for the car wash here. So you got a big display up on top, standard, doesn't go anywhere stationary, doesn't flip up or nothing. So it's actually nice, less motors and that kind of thing that goes bad with it. Steering wheel also is very nicely bolstered. It's actually very nice and sporty, which I think this is a sport edition or sport line. As I was saying before, nice bolstered steering wheel. You also have the heads-up screen display. Rest of it, you actually have a nice shifter that usually comes. I think it started coming in the it was a 5 Series before that came with this style shifter. It's an 8-speed automatic transmission, good on fuel. This is right here. Automatic lights. There's nothing really too crazy. You have this little navigation pad here to go through all your option menus, radio, telephone, full lines. So, as I was saying before here, we got the BMW 328i all-wheel drive. This has a 2-liter turbocharged motor with 240 horsepower. BMW likes to be a little tricky because they know their owners are a little bit on the, how do I say, short bus end of things, right? Come over here, I want to show you something. A lot of BMW owners think it says twin turbo. It's not. Twin power turbo. So you start going around saying, oh, look at me, I got this and that. No, you don't. You really fucking don't. You have a 2-liter 4-banger turbocharged engine, which is great. Plenty of power, plenty to go. All-wheel drive system, perfect for the winter, right? You're not gonna get stuck anywhere, especially you got nice winter tires, like I said in my other episode as well, right? Besides that, for the motor, it's pretty much what she is. The only thing I'm really happy about now is a lot of European companies, or actually no, a lot of car manufacturers, I'm gonna say, not just European car manufacturers, a lot of just general, are coming out with 4-cylinder turbocharged engines. And to me, it's the best thing you can get because they're really economical, right? You have a lot of pep, I guess would be the best way of saying I like using that word. And if you feel like tuning it, you can tune it really easily. Like this vehicle here, just simply getting an engine tune done, maybe freeing up the exhaust a little bit and an intercooler, you'd be up in the 150 horsepower plus range of extra horsepower for, you know, not a whole lot of money, right? Which is a good thing. Personally, that's the way I look at it, because a lot of vehicles back in the day, yeah, big displacements, naturally aspirated V8s, that kind of thing, but to get any power would be something ridiculous. Anyway, so that's the engine. We're gonna move on to the rest of the body now, and I'm gonna show you guys how it looks, which actually does have really nice style, and then trunk and interior. So, as you can see, this Beamer actually has the HID headlights with the halo. So Beamer kind of went from having a complete round type of angel eye or halo, whatever you want to call it, in the headlight, to having a semi-round and flat on the bottom, which actually gives it a really nice look. And the headlight is a little more sleek. I think it looks a lot sharper, a lot better than what they had in the previous models. The grille is the only thing. Pretty soon here in a couple of years, the grille's gonna take out the whole front end. It seems like it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, but I mean, that's the style, that's what people want. It's what they're gonna get. So as I said before, this is a sport pack, so it does have that sporty front end, front bumper. Okay, so this BMW comes standard with 18-inch rims. The owner, because we actually borrowed this vehicle today for this episode, ended up putting brand new Pirelli winter tires on it. And as far as I know, he says these are the best things he ever did. Winter tires on a vehicle for a place like Alberta, you know, up in Canada or even down the States where it snows, is the ultimate thing you can get, because it assures that you're gonna be safe, control, and if you gotta get away from something, like someone's gonna slide from behind you, you got that little bit of extra grip to move, right? Okay, we're gonna go around back and check out the trunk, and then we'll check out the back of the interior and see how much room's back there. Hopefully this car has a little bit more and no slanted roof lines, so you're good for the Amazons. Okay. So we're gonna check out this trunk here of this BMW. Hopefully it's got more room. Hopefully it's not that small. Hopefully it's got half the motherfucking mall. This motherfucker has his car. I don't know if he's living his bitch or what the fuck's going on. Goddamn fucking bags from everywhere. Clothes like he's going out of style. What else we got in here? I like going through trunks sometimes. Oh. Is there an unsolved murder investigation? Because we got gloves. Goddamn O.J. Simpson up this motherfucker. It's alright. It's alright. Anyway, so let's just get to the facts here, the shit that matters for the trunk. As you can see, if you want to come and duck down, look in here, we got 2 gym bags and 1 homeless bag. So I mean, this thing's got room like you won't even believe. And even got a little bag that says BMW. I don't know, so many fucking bags in this thing. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, beside the point there, it actually is decent space. It's more than sufficient for day to day. I mean, if you're, using this vehicle for a little weekend trip, a little weekend getaway, that kind of thing, yeah. If you have 4 kids, or sorry, a wife and and 2 kids, so a family of 4. So if you guys do a little weekend trip and your family of 4, it might be a little bit tight, right? Especially if you got teenagers, that kind of thing. This vehicle might be a little bit on the smaller side. But if you have a younger family, 2 younger kids or whatever the case is, then it should be more than enough. But if you're gonna have, the older you get, hopefully you won't be sticking with the 3 Series. You can actually make some fucking money and buy a 5 or a 7, not be a broke motherfucker kind of thing. Hey, 3 Series for people in the 30s, I agree. If you're goddamn 50 years old driving a 3 Series, but shake your fucking head. Like, make more money or just don't buy a Beamer. So we're gonna check out the back here, see how much space we have. I believe this one's actually just seat 4. Holy fuck, the trunk's not the only spot that got homeless shit in here too. Give me a second, I'm gonna clean this up real quick and we'll take a little review back here. All right, she's clean. Anyways, come on in and we'll check out the back. So you do have an armrest in the middle that actually does come up if you want to come and take a quick look. It does come up and you do have a middle seat that you can access. It's not going to be anything that you want to put somebody for a long-term trip or for anything more than an hour. If you don't have, let's say you're going from here to downtown or your house downtown, whatever the case is, then throw someone in the back, but don't go, 2-3 hours on the back because they're going to fucking hate you. Oh, let me put that armrest back down, it's more comfortable. There you go. So, headroom. Someone that is around 6 feet actually will not have too bad of a time back here compared to the other vehicles that I did a review on. As you guys can see up here, the roof is a regular sedan style. It's not sloped, so you do have a little bit more headroom. Knee space, depending on how the driver's seat's gonna be, it could be a little better than this, but this is pretty much where you're gonna be at. So you will have these little indentations filled up with your knees if you're a little bit taller than I am. Besides that, I want to show you guys something that's really cool. I'm gonna close the door real quick and just take a look through the window here. So the vehicle comes equipped with sunshades, which is nice, so you don't have to tint the windows and get in trouble by the cops. And if you do want to have a little, fun back here, a little creaky, you know what I'm saying? You can actually put those up and people can't really see in here. So the back seems like, if you're not too tall, a fuck zone. I'm not gonna lie. And the best part of that, when you got your pants hanging halfway down past your ankles, you can heat it up because there's heated seats. There's heated seats back here. It's amazing, I'm not gonna lie. So you could be fucking pumping the stroke and heating your butt. Top notch Beamer. You guys had it right. All right, so we're gonna head out to do a couple mean pulls, set some fucking lap records here, speed time, what up? No, this vehicle, it's got plenty of power for what it is. I mean, 240 horsepower for a vehicle this size, because it's not that big. It's plenty of power. Yes, you can go buy the 335, you can go buy, the M3, which, I mean, hey, if someone's got an M3, good for you, God bless, right? But for an everyday daily driver, something you don't have to worry about too much, especially maintenance wise, that kind of thing, it's not that bad. So for maintenance wise, this vehicle asks for an oil change every 15,000 kilometers, which isn't bad. then again, it is a 4-cylinder, so it is a smaller displacement. That's why it doesn't last as long as, you know, the inline 6's Beamers used to, which I had one of those before, and I used to ask, I think it was every 20 or 25,000 clicks. So it's not too bad. You're not going for oil change every 5,000 kilometers, which is nice. So you don't have those extra expenses to go in every time. I know a lot of people, they use regular oil and, you know, they say, oh, well, it's not that bad because you only pay, you know, $30, $40 whatever for an oil change. Fair enough. I'm talking about the type of people who actually love their cars, that actually use synthetic, that actually look after their vehicles, right? So for someone who actually looks after your vehicle, and you do put the synthetic in anyways, and you know the pains of $80 oil changes, it's not that bad. We have to do every 15,000 kilometers. You have, gives you a little bit of a break, right? You don't have to spend that whole big amount of money every single time. So cost effective it is. Another thing this vehicle has is heads-up display, which I was speaking with the owner earlier today, saying that I have seen vehicles with heads-up display, and none of them have looked this nice at all. Which I know from your guys' angle you can't see it, but if we're parked, by the way, we're not driving anywhere, we're parked. I'm not sure if, no, yeah, it's kind of picking it up now. You can kind of see it there. Obviously, it's way better in person. You can actually see it properly, and it looks amazing. And he was also telling me that on the heads-up display, you can change your radio. I just got a little advisory saying that it's +3 outside, so possibility of snow, as that Z06 was passing by, so just to prove my fucking point. Yeah. You have the lane departure kind of assist here as well, letting you know how close you are to the other lane or not. I believe it vibrates the steering wheel. Yeah. Vibrates the steering wheel to let you know. Good old vibration. Now, don't be placing your ball sack here on the bottom of the steering wheel and do that on purpose, because that is a fucking illegal offense, okay? You will get pulled over, you will get arrested, all right? Indecent exposure, yes, you're in your vehicle. You can tell the cop whatever you want to tell him, but if your schlong's out, guess what? You're going to jail. So this car for pussy rating, what are we going to give it? Well, you can't have more than the A7, because that's just fucking sinful. Can't do that shit. It can't have less than the Volkswagen, because I swear to God, somebody will probably hunt me down and fucking shoot me. So we're going to give it a solid 5. We'll do a solid 5. 5 out of 10. Just for the simple fact, which I've been preaching on. Preach. We're in Alberta. Let's face it. Girls out here, right? They like them good old boys, you know? Drive truck, play the banjo, drink some whiskey, get frisky. It's all good, right? But if you were getting somewhere else, like, you know, a bigger city like Vancouver, Toronto, somewhere in the States, you know, of course, bigger city, or in Europe, yeah, if you have this car, I think you do pretty well. Here, like I said, it is what it is. You don't buy this car to get, you know, if you get girls, you buy this car just to purely enjoy it. Another great thing about this BMW 3 Series is this body style. So 2014, around that year. Now you can pick one up for about anywhere from 16 for a 328i with about 90,000 kilometers, anywhere to about 27,000. So very affordable, very nice looking vehicle, very well equipped for what you're paying. Like you can't go buy anything new for that amount of money at all, right? You can't go buy not even a Ford, right? So you got a very nice European vehicle for a very, very low amount of money, which is a good thing in my books. And that truthfully is shit that matters. So this is the end of our review. Another successful one done, and plenty more to come. So if you guys have anything you want to review, we do have our email up on our YouTube channel. You guys can get in contact with us. You know, if you have something cool, something different, or just a regular piece of shit, we'll review it. Even if it doesn't run, we'll probably still review it. Even if it's a bicycle, we'll review it. Anyways, okay, thanks guys, see you later.